Shakur Stevenson to resign back with Top Rank and make his announcement tonight after his win? Well, that's what Paulie Malignaggi thinks. Plus, we're going to talk about Jay Prince and what he had to say about the situation. Let's talk about all of it. But before we do that, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it. So we finally here, y'all. For all of Shakur Stevenson's fans and all of his haters, y'all all been waiting to see him get back in the ring, whether you admit it or not. But tonight is the night, man, and the thing that everybody really want to know is who is Shakur Stevenson going to sign with? Is he going back to Top Rank? Is he going with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom? Is he going to PBC to chase down the Gervonta Davis fight? Well, we're going to find out soon, but Paulie Malignaggi feels that we're going to find out tonight, and it's going to be him re-signing back with Top Rank. Now, the whole thing is that from listening to Shakur Stevenson, it sounds like that he don't want nothing to do with Top Rank no more. You know, a lot of people think that he's made up his mind and that he chunking the deuce to Top Rank, especially after Top Rank didn't give him the Lomachenko fight. They ain't never tried to give him a Gervonta Davis fight, but they gave Lomachenko a Tank Davis fight, or at least they doing everything they can to get Lomachenko a Gervonta Davis fight. And, you know, Bob Arum's recent comments about Shakur Stevenson been dogging him out. So with all that being said, a lot of people feel that Shakur, he ain't got no choice but to leave Top Rank, and he'll be a damn fool to stay with Top Rank. I've stated my opinion, and my opinion is, yeah, he need to leave Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? He need to do exactly what Floyd Mayweather did and leave Top Rank. But they in similar situations, because not only was Floyd Mayweather with Top Rank, Floyd Mayweather was signed to Jay Prince. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson is signed to Jay Prince also. And we're going to get into that a little bit in this video. But before we get into that, let me let y'all hear what Paulie Malignaggi had to say about the situation. So I'm going to play y'all the audio of what Paulie had to say. Let's listen to it, y'all.
Chris Algieri made this point at ProBox TV where I work at, and he said, you know, typically a promoter will try to cash you out and get the most money. And I thought it was a very good point when they know you're going to leave, and they put you in a very high-risk fight. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But at least they'll cash out on you. And if Shakur was going to leave Top Rank, this isn't really the cash-out fight I would expect, right? So I'm thinking, and this is just hypothesizing, I'm thinking that, you know, maybe a contract has already been re-signed with Top Rank. And again, I'll give credit to Chris Algieri, who's my co-commentator on ProBox TV. He brought this point to me, and I thought it was a brilliant point because, you know, I don't see Shakur really leaving off of a performance over Artem Hartunian. So I don't see this fight being a fight that's going to be the last fight on Shakur's contract. Now, I'm thinking, and this is just me hypothesizing, I'm thinking he may have already re-signed with Top Rank, and it'll be announced after tonight's win.
So, yeah, that was Paulie. Like I said, he think that Shakur already re-signed back with Top Rank, and he going to announce it tonight inside the ring after a win. That's if he wins. Now, the thing about that, the main thing he said is that, you know, him and Chris Algieri was talking about it, and Chris Algieri brought up the point that usually if you're a high-profile fighter and the promoter knows that you're going to leave, they'll put you in the toughest matchup they can put you in, a high-risk matchup to where, you know, basically you'll lose. And especially if you got a championship belt, and we know that Shakur Stevenson is the WBC champion, right? So they feel like that Bob Arum would have put him in a high-risk fight for him to lose the belt, so it stays over there at Top Rank, basically. But when you look at the landscape of 135 pounds, right, and we're not talking about Gervonta Davis, we're talking about all the other fighters, right? Who was they going to put him in the ring with that was a high risk? it wasn't nobody for them to put him in the ring with. You know, I mean, when you look at the landscape, because all the other fighters turned down the Shakur Stevenson fight, right? All the fighters that can present some sort of a risk, especially on Top Rank, they all turned it down. I mean, let's look at the landscape. So who was they going to put him in the ring with, you know? So what they did is they gave him the best opponent they can find him. So I don't agree with what Paulie and Chris Algieri had to say about, you know, them putting him in the ring with opponent that's going to present a high risk. It wasn't no choice but for them to give him an opponent like Hartunian, somebody that showed that, you know, he can fight. He gave Frank Martin his toughest fight to date up until he fought Gervonta Davis, you know. And man, a lot of people feel like that Hartunian won that fight or would have won that fight if he didn't take a knee. Now, I don't think that Hartunian is a tough task for Shakur, or it shouldn't be. We'll find out tonight. But like I said, man, who else was they going to put him in the ring with? And as far as him signing back with Top Rank, like I said earlier, man, he better not sign back with Top Rank. After a promotional company treat you like they've treated you, you've come out vocally against them, saying that basically, you know, they don't F with you. They trying to blackball you out. And remember, Shakur even said that it ain't really Bob Arum, because Bob Arum don't run shit. He says it's guys that's at Top Rank that's just waiting for Bob Arum to pass away, and they got their own plans, right? And he feels that he's not in the plans, right, to make him a superstar. Well, you know, I mean, that could be the case. Bob Arum is what, 93, 94 years old? So, you know, respectfully, we know that he don't have too much longer on this earth. But, you know, what's going on behind the scenes, Shakur, he would know much more than we know. And as far as the whole situation, man, we got to look at his manager, Jay Prince, because Jay Prince also spoke on the situation. And of course, Jay Prince, he ain't going to give too much up. But what he says, look, man, we're looking for the best deal we could possibly find for Shakur Stevenson. So we're going to search, and whoever going to come with the best deal, that's who we're going with. But is that really the truth? Because I also listened to Jay Prince, and he was asked about all of his other fighters that he has. And he named a lot of fighters, man, that Jay Prince has signed to him, right? He named Abdullah Mason. He named Troy Isley. He named Big Baby Jared Anderson. And he named a whole lot of other fighters. But all of the fighters that Jay Prince named, they were all Top Rank fighters. If you look back in the past, we can go all the way back. All of his fighters have been promoted by Bob Arum and co-promoted by Antonio Leonard. A lot of people don't know that. Shakur Stevenson has a co-promoter. Yeah, he also promoted by Antonio Leonard, who works hand in hand with Jay Prince. All of Jay Prince's fighters have Bob Arum as their main promoter, and then have Antonio Leonard as their co-promoter. So Shakur Stevenson, is he really a free agent? Because, yeah, if he wants to leave Bob Arum, but then now you would have to leave Jay Prince and your co-promoter. And are you even able to get out of your contract with Antonio Leonard and Jay Prince? You know, man, it's a sticky situation, and I don't know. You know, I don't even know, to think about it, what his contract looks like with Antonio Leonard representing him. And his managerial contract with Jay Prince, it's looking like you might have to leave Jay Prince and Antonio Leonard to be able to get away from Top Rank. And is that even possible? I don't know, man, but we'll find out soon, right? We will find out soon, but I don't think that Shakur Stevenson is going to be making no announcement tonight, whatever it may be. But we're going to see. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.